Welcome. You with the nasty pastor, and I'm back with another chapter. Read from Out of the Fall of America. Yeah, very helpful book the minister Elijah Muhammad gave the world before he passed, and I must say, you know what I mean, that man lived a long time. He lived a long time. He got to see a lot. He got to learn a lot. He passed on a lot. You feel me? And just because he's a Muslim, it does not detour me away from his teachings, from his understanding, because he is a Muslim, because he is an African American. It makes me gravitate more to him to get an understanding why Islam. You get me? Why Islam? You get it? And it's just not enough, if you really, one of these has asked when they say Islam explained, even that, yeah, there you go. Why Islam is the group that sent me these pamphlets. You feel what I'm saying? And it ain't enough just to read what somebody else said, because the connection may not be there. You feel what I'm saying? There may be no connection with me and this person. But like I said, the connection, the minister is an African American, born in America. You understand what I'm saying? The connection is my uncle, being a racist. You understand what I'm saying? And a Muslim. You feel what I'm saying? And from those, he's younger than the minister is, but he come out those days that here in Richmond, Virginia, slavery really existed. It was alive. It was living. You understand what I'm saying? You get it? And that's really the connection, to get an understanding. And then when you really get into this book, listen to me. When you really get into this book, you have to really start understanding this is not of the now. You get what I'm saying? This is things that's leading up to the fall of America. This is things, if you are able to remember things in your life that done happened on this rock. You get what I'm saying? If you can remember things that has happened on this rock, then you should be able to figure out where you played a role in the fall of America. Simple and plain. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't alive during slavery. You get me? I won't. Some of these things that is talked about, I wasn't alive. I might have thought of, but I wasn't alive. You get me? You understand? Look, let's go on and proceed into this reading. It's a very short read, you know what I mean? We're finishing up chapter, I believe we're finishing up chapter 25, which is America's Loss of Friendship. Alright, here we go. Why? Because America, has been an aid of the destruction and fall of other peoples. So who should help you in the day of your fall? This is what Allah wants to bring home to America through his prophets. The Holy Quran refers to America in this kind of prophecy. When her doom comes, there will come one calamity after another. As soon as she thinks she is getting over the sore made by a previous calamity, another will attack her. Now I say this to you again. Now, I have the English version of the Quran, and right here it says, and I'm at 43% of this book. And it said 96 of 223. It's 223 pages here. So I'm on page 96, the last part of chapter 25. And it says the Holy Quran refers to America in this kind of prophecy. Now, when I get into reading this, I know it's not going to say America. You get what I'm saying? Because see, when this was written, America the name of this country wasn't America. You understand me? It was named something else if it had a name. But there should be some things that I should understand why this man said this and said that is in the Holy Quran. You get what I'm saying? Because from what I've seen so far of the Holy Quran, the makeup is almost just like the Holy Bible. You get what I'm saying? You know, for them to talk, for them to have the same characters, you know what I mean, in there. You know, you got Abraham, you got a Jesus, you got Lot, you got all these names that are in this Holy Bible, right in this Quran. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? And I've read revelations of the Holy Bible, and it doesn't sound like they're talking about America. It don't. It don't. People have said Babylon is New York. I don't see Babylon as New York. People have said California is Babylon. I don't even see California as Babylon. You understand me? You get me? Do you really get me? Man, I'm going to say this to you, you know what I mean? We read things and we don't process things the right way. You get me? We really don't. For all we know, what is it? Giza? What is it? Israel? That's Babylon. Because wasn't Babylon already over there? Wasn't that's where the first Babylon was set? Okay. What are they doing to each other now? What are they doing to each other now? I rest my case. Let's proceed. America is undergoing all that is prophesied against her. It is nothing new. It is well known. We have been eating the bread of affliction and suffering, the poisonous bites of our white slave master. It has caused actual death of our proper mental way of thinking. The natural brain of the black slave is poisoned and cannot think for itself. Come on, man. This is what your minister just said to you. You can't even think for yourself because you've been poisoned. Now, why you can't think for yourself? Why? You a heroin addict. Why you can't think for yourself? You a meth addict. You a cocaine addict. You an addict. That is what drugs do. It eat up your brain cells. And it probably does attack your memory. You get me? Your memory. You understand? I forgot what part of the brain they call that. You know what I mean? Because you have different parts of different titles of your brain. But it attacks your memory more than anything. Anything. It attacks your reasoning capabilities, your processing capabilities. You get what I'm saying? It attacks all that. It breaks all that down. So Allah is asking us to separate from white America, but the mentally dead do not want to go from her, for they have not yet gotten the knowledge of truth of our God Allah and His mercy for them. The black slave children are victimized by the white slave master. Because of the condition of the white slave master brought our black slave fathers up in. They do not readily hear the right answers to the problem. Regardless of how I cry in their midst, they are poisoned and mentally dead. That's the end of chapter 25. And I must say, you know what I mean, he's explaining it to you. He's just not putting it all out on the table for you, you know what I mean? He's not. I don't believe that slavery caused us to have memory loss, caused us to be brain dead. I believe slavery made us damaged. You understand what I'm saying? We're damaged mentally. You get what I'm saying? It has, how to put it, it has traveled from generation to generation, so it's in our DNA. You get what I'm saying? We have been, like I said, we're damaged. You feel what I'm saying? And we have to build strength, and we have to find comfort in a higher power. You get it? So I get what the minister's saying. I get it. But the minister should lay it out a little bit simple and plain for a black man, for a black woman to understand. Drugs was never made for the African culture. It just never was. We do not know how to consume it and maintain our life. We don't know how to do that. You get what I'm saying? If you go into these rooms of addiction You will find more black women and more black men tell you this right here. One ain't enough. Please don't get me started. I've heard it out of white people's mouths. You got what I'm saying? I've heard it. And usually what I used to see in these places of addiction, that you conversate, that you communicate in, you know, you see the black culture, you see the white culture, and you may see some Mexicans. When I say some, you may got one or two in there. You get what I'm saying? But it's predominantly black and it's white. And I'm telling you what I know. You got what I'm saying? I've been in plenty meetings. You get what I'm saying? And it ain't the same faces every time in these meetings. And like they said, one ain't enough. You get me started, I'm gonna keep going until I shut down. And some of them don't shut down. They just keep going, keep energizing bunny. If that's enough, you know, to explain it to you. The Energizer Bunny with a generator hooked up to it with a solar panel. You understand me? A solar panel. That ain't never shutting down. Ain't never shutting down. You get me? Ain't never. As long as we got light outside and that person outside, it ain't shutting down. So I hope you get the analogy I'm presenting to you. Anyway, like I said, you know what I mean? We just wrapped up chapter 25. Yeah, chapter 25. And let's keep forging. Let's keep waking our babies up. Let's keep waking up. You feel what I'm saying? But let's please keep waking our babies up. Educate them. Put some time into them. You get what I'm saying? It's going to be backlash regardless. You get what I'm saying? I don't care. It's going to be backlash regardless. The time you put into your babies now, it's still going to be some BS when they are adults. When they're 30, when they in their 40s, you in your 70s, you in your 80s, it's still going to be some BS. But one thing you've done in the eyes of whom you pray to is nurtured your child. That's a blessing. You get me? That's a blessing. Can't nobody take that away from you. Anyway, you've been with the nasty pastor. I'm out and I love you.